kept pushing on, but then you went too far. When your ship has sailed and all your dreams are lost, everything is wrong, you feel like it's your fault. Just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just remember. Just remember. Just remember. You're stronger now than you ever been. You gotta leave now, it's time to catch the wind. You will climb up high and look through the clouds, and when you're feeling low, I know you'll bounce back. Oh, and just remember, I will be there for you, baby. Remember, there's nothing out there to get you, don't forget it. When life throws lemons, just remember. Just remember. Just remember. Just remember.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Esports Broadcasting Network's coverage of the Rowdy Energy Cup Series Great American Race here at Daytona International Speedway. I'm Cliff up in the booth here to bring you flag-to-flag coverage. This amazing race, 250 miles tonight, 100 laps, 0.5 behemoth of a racetrack. 31 degrees in the banking. We're going to see some high speed, some plate track racing, nose to tail all night. Stay tuned tonight as these drivers will get their qualifying underway. We'll bring you flag to flag coverage, as I said, momentarily. Stay tuned. This is the Rowdy Energy Cup Series season opener at Daytona. Beautiful 74 degrees out here today. The track temperature about 114 degrees, 34% humidity tonight, or today. Gonna bring this one into the night, but it's gonna be a great time. So these drivers are excited to get their season underway. A lot of familiar names here from last season. Shout out in the comments for here rooting on your favorite driver. Know who you're rooting for? these guys will get qualifying underway. 20 drivers enter tonight's race. All of them looking to take home season opener championship, the Super Bowl of races, Daytona 250 for these Rowdy Energy Cup Series guys. Like Nick Kessler's gonna take to the track. All right, we're gonna go ahead and bring up our grid as they finish up qualifying. I do apologize. My timing and scoring is going crazy. They are not finishing up qualifying. They are qualifying underway right now. James Lowe out in the 99 machine making his lap. So far, Connor Trafari is going to take the top spot with a 50.74. He'll quickly get knocked off by James Lowe as all these drivers start to finish up their laps. We'll get them coming across your ticker. And so far, looks like the 99 will be our man to beat, 27. Greg McConey's going to put in a good time in fourth. As Nick Kessler comes out on track, also Nicholas Wing taken to the track. That'll do it there for qualifying. It looks like James Lowe will be the top spot. Best time of 50.7. We will get him gridded up here just a moment. For the start of the Rowdy Energy Cup Series season here at Daytona, 250 miles coming up. As we said, James Lowe in that 99 Ford is going to take the inside of row one with Nick Kessler starting outside of him in that 88 Chevy here. Then we've got Marcus Adams starting third in a Ford and Zach Swicegood starting fourth in a Chevy. So they're going to be lined up Ford's on the inside, Chevy's on the outside for at least 3 rows back as Greg McConey takes the 5th spot and Connor Trafari going to take the 6th position in the 9 Chevy. Of course, rolling off 7th here is going to be Quinn Newton with Ryan Decker starting outside of him. Scotty Grove will start 9th. Jason Sumner is going to take the top 10. Mark McFadden will roll off 11th. And JD Woodward pull off 12th. Starting in the 13th position is going to be Joe Gauthier. Starting 14th will be Nicholas Wing in that 9 Chevy. Nick Lachino is going to roll off 15th with Michael A. Anthony starting outside of him in the 16th position. Jovan Cherry is going to start 17th with Brandon Lowe's starting 18th. Brendan Wilson's going to roll off 19th, and it looks like Jason Papp will take the tail end starting 20th. Last but very well not. As they come down the backstretch, these drivers will tighten those belts up one more time, get a last drink before they get another chance. They're going to be nose to tail and exciting racing. Going to be hard to do anything but pay attention to what's going on around you momentarily. Stay tuned. When we get to the checkered flag, we'll get interviews from our top 3 drivers here from the Rowdy Energy Cup Series. See how their race went and how they felt about it. Of course, we'll bring you flag-to-flag coverage every week, every Monday, right here on ESPN. Be sure to like and subscribe. Hit the bell notifications if you want to get notified anytime we go live. We've got great racing throughout the week. The iRacing East Series Rowdy Energy Cup Series here tonight on Mondays, and of course there's speedways on Tuesdays. So here to check them out. Glad you're here. Pace truck will dive off in the Great American Race. Daytona 250 for the Rowdy Energy Cup Series is underway. James Lowe and Nick Kessler going to take us to the line with the 31. Marcus Adams pushing the 99. Those Fords working together early on already. Beside 2 tandem cars here hanging out there, pulling away to a small early gap. The rest of the field directly behind them, ready to chomp at the bit. Come out of turns 3 and 4. lap 1, that outside line, and that 12 getting a pretty good push. Greg McConey leading that front. That top side working a little bit better right now as they come by. Start lap 2. Greg McConey will be still the leader, but he'll get turned here. Big wreck as they come across the line. Greg McConey's going to find himself on his lid. See if we can get a look at what happened here. Like McConey gets shuffled down just a bit, and when he comes back up, gonna find another car here. He's gonna get turned up into the wall. He's gonna get hit hard, and the freight train behind him is gonna flip him up on his side. The 12 car going for a wild ride early. He is definitely gonna have to burn that fast repair. A bunch of other cars here also right behind him are gonna need that fast repair as well. Well, caution's out here. We'll call it lap 2 mayhem, although it was the end of lap 1 as they came across the line. We had a big one already. So unexpected here, early wreck, but they'll get set back up here. James Lowe, Ryan Decker, Marcus Adams, your top 3. Fortunately, Greg McConey going to find himself back in 16th place here. Just about the entire field, if not the entire field, going to come down the pit road. Everybody's going to come. They're going to get reset here. I imagine a handful of these drivers are going to use that fast repair. We'll go side by side and pay some bills real quick. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Back and I run to the caution there. The 12 car going around, getting turned there. I'm getting some of that as well. Well, the pace lights will be off in the pace truck. We are one to go here. Drivers will get stacked back up 2 by 2. James Lowe, Ryan Decker, Marcus Adam, Nick Licino, Jason Papp going to be our top 5. Jason Papp's up 15 spots from where he started, getting a big jump up to well, now shown in 5th place here. Drivers get stacked back up, coming down the backstretch. Bring up our track map there. You can see some of our drivers still catching up to the pace car here as we come out of 4. See how big this racetrack is. 2.5 miles here. At 5. Oh. 6 as we cross the line. The 99.3 of Lowe and Decker taking us to it side by side here. Rest of the field in tow. Get these drivers can get it together and pretty much get a fresh start here. The start of the race as we crash lap 2. Come across the line. Greg McConey having early trouble in that 12-4. He'll have some ground to make up, having to burn a fast repair early. And as I look at pit lap times, he may not have burnt that fast repair. Joe Gauthier in that 67 car is going to be the only one on that outside line. Kind of a lone soldier out there. He's going to need some help to make that work. Got the 3 car of Ryan Decker coming up to his bumper now. Going to try to give him a push into the top side. They're going to want some drafting partners as they start to get filed up, lined up just a bit better up top. They'll catch up a little bit, but that bottom line is going to be the fast line most of the night. We may see that top line come in a little bit later on as the track starts to rubber in, but you need a lot of cars and a lot of steady, straight cars on the top side to be fast. James Lowe leading that charge on the bottom. Right on that bottom double yellow line, the 31 of Marcus Adams behind him. Nicholas Wing is going to be 3rd here in that 90 machine. Back in the field, Brandon Lowe's with the fastest lap so far, 47.01. We're getting a good tow by somebody here. Let's take a look at the 48 car. Looks like he's getting some help from his teammate. Jovan Cherry and Brandon Lowe's. Those two are working very well together, putting in some fast times. Jovan Cherry and Brandon Lowe's, the 48 and 25, working that top side, trying to get towards the front and see if they can make something happen here. I would actually expect these guys to go 3 wide and up around the top if they have to, so pay attention to that. Those 2 Allied team machines, 48 and 25, they get a big run, they will surely take a 3 wide and go up top. These guys are not afraid here in the Rowdy Energy Cup Series. Know how to get it done. A lot of very great drivers in this league. Pretty unorthodox crash there in that first lap. 12 getting turned into the ball. Just a freak. Not much. Not expected it. Crash on lap 1 of the season opener, but that is all going to get behind us, and we will keep rolling here. Lap 10 in the books. Spread out a little bit up front. Lowe and Marcus Adams going to take a trip to the high side and try to catch that high line. The side that's going to open up the door to the bottom, that Wrangler car. That's Marcus Adams in the 31 at the bottom, Ford car. Got the 501 of Brandon Wilson behind him in that Black Rifle 501 pushing. And then the 16 behind them, Nick Licino, trying to make something happen. But I'll open my mouth and insert my foot now as the top line is the fast line. They got lined up there. Brandon Lowe's going to shuffle out of that top line, though, to get out and around a car, try to catch back up to his teammate here. I believe that was the 501 there, Brandon Wilson, that jumped up to the top. It's going to force the 25 to make some. But yeah, they get lined up at the top. Looks like the top's going to be the preferred line at the moment. Cars scattering out towards the bottom, but some of these drivers just trying out each line and see how they feel. There's a long way to go. It's going to be a long race here. Strategy's going to play a big part in it. Right now, with after a first lap caution or a first lap wreck and subsequent caution, these guys are definitely going to want to sit in here and ride and I would assume kind of patient. But they also have been waiting to get out here on track and start this season, so they're definitely. So, you know, they're probably not going to bother wasting too much time here, going to get right to it. At the same time, try to be a little patient. It is Daytona. Going to be a long run. Got to keep that in the back of their minds and remember that. Take a look in at Greg McConey, see how he's doing. I think he's got some help in Nick Kessler. So that's good. He's got some drafting help. He'll definitely need it to try to catch back up to the pack for sure. James Lowe, Marcus Adams still leading 1-2. Now Michael 8 Anthony's going to be still. Oh, we got a wreck happening. The 8 car, Michael Anthony's going to get sideways. He's going to correct to find the top. That outside wall. If we can check out what happened there in the 8. The 501 of Brandon Wilson is taking it. Hard to tell. Brandon Wilson got a piece of that. Lost his bumper here. He's going to take it into the pits. Go ahead and get that fast repair and come back out here. Showing me that, you know, see if I see what's happening. Look at our leader here as he takes his pit stop. James leading all 15 laps so far. Those are under our second caution of the night. .501. Brandon Wilson's current lead. Don't believe that's gonna hold true as we cycle through. I may be wrong on that. The 5 of Mark McFadden stayed out. pit road on lap 7. So he's thinking stay out here, not going to really need tires quite yet. So he's going to see what he can do. Rolling the dice a little bit here to get a jump. Jump in track position with this. So James Lowe, I could be wrong, he's going to get the wave out. I'm not sure here. Take a look as the pace truck will come across the line. It'll be one to go. Good to see the pace lights go off. I was definitely wrong. The 5 of McFadden's going to get the wave around here and get back on the tail end of the lead lap here. So James Lowe will reassume the lead. Marcus Adams, Connor Trafari, and Jason Papp going to be our top 4. Jason Papp now up 16 spots, going to be our biggest mover of the race. Got some other drivers down pit road, about 11th on back. Brandon Lowe's, Justin Sumner, Scotty Grove, J.D. Woodward, Brian Decker, Jovan Cherry all coming out of pit road now. Field comes down the back stretch. Around and take the green flag once again here to be lap 17 when we get to the line. The entire field will get caught up to the pace truck this time as he dives off. Green flag back in the air. Lap 17 underway. 99 and the 31 of Lowe and Adams taking us to it once again. Trafari and Papp gonna push. Nick Licino and Joe Gauthier behind them 5th and 6th. Whereas the field will get back up to speed. The 99 will jump up to the top side. We saw that top line really get going before the last caution came out. See if these drivers opt for that top side once again. We got almost all drivers on the lead lap with the exception of the 04 Zach Swicegood. 1 lap down. Oh, I'm sorry, multiple laps down. It's about 8 laps down. Everyone else on the lead lap here. We turn lap 19. Gotta go ahead and give you guys at home an opportunity to turn it up. We'll let you listen to these cars get loud instead of yapping at your ear. So go ahead and turn it up. As we were in that turn it up segment, Greg McConey's going to find his way back up all the way to third place here after some early trouble. James Lowe's going to continue to lead. Marcus Adams second. As I said, Greg McConey in third. So we'll go ahead and continue that. We'll actually take this opportunity to run through the field. Good. James Lowe in that 99 is currently first place. Marcus Adams right behind him in the 31 machine, holding on to second place. We said Greg McConey here in the 12 Menards machine back up to third. Did not use that fast repair. Got a little bit of damage there, but still just fast enough to get up here to the front and run with these guys. Number 8, Michael A. Anthony. Actually scored as the 14, but the number 8 on his car, holding on to fourth. He's going to get passed here by the 25 of Brandon Lowe's, that Ally car. Brandon Lowe's gets pushed up into the third position as they get shoved around. Car of Greg McConey going to try that top side now. Looks like the 25 Brandon Lowe's. I was thinking about giving him a push. He's going to leave him behind. I think that damage is slowing him down just enough where cars can't really push him very well, or he can't get a very good toe. So he's going to fall back a little bit there. He's actually dropped back to 11th already. That nose damage that we mentioned just a moment ago definitely going to hinder him a bit. James Lowe still up front, proving he's got what it takes to keep that 99 Ford out front. Speaking of Fords, our top 3 cars currently Fords: Lowe, Adams, and Anthony. Anthony up 13 spots from where he started, got a good run to find himself up here in third, drafted with some of his manufacturer teammates. 4th, 5th, and 6th, we've got a few Chevrolets here: Wilson, Lowe, and Trafari. The 8 jumps to the top to follow those other Fords around. The 25 of Brandon Lowe's, the top Chevy at the moment, working that top side, but he's got the 501 of Brandon Wilson leading that bottom. We'll see if the 25 jumps down there. He decides he will. You'll see if he can pick up the 501 and tow them along, pull that bottom side to the front. Continuing to see that top side be faster as the 12 car of McConey's actually tailing it and actually almost pulling ahead of the first car at the bottom line. You see just how much faster that top side is at the moment. But the reason why here is you only got 2 cars at the bottom currently nose to tail drafting for that bottom side. Everybody else opting to take the top. We saw this in real life. These guys are starting to form up that top line here in the virtual world. Daytona International Speedway. We're here with the Rowdy Energy Cup Series. You're watching the Esports Broadcasting Network. We're a quarter of the way through. We'll jump side by side. You won't miss a thing. We'll be right back. Things starting to sort out just a little bit. Two lines formed back up as the one machine of Jason Papp gets a push from the 25 to lead across the line right here. I'm sorry, that is not the line. Maybe a track map would help. So the one leads that last lap. Brandon Lowe is going to get the shove up to the front now as they come down the backstretch. Two distinct lines working now. It's pretty much seeming like wherever the line is going to be the fastest, whoever can stay tightest, whether you're at the top or the bottom. And of course, the more drafting partners you have in your line, the better, because it seems like from what I'm seeing from my vantage point, most of the drivers on the bottom now staying nose to tail, and that's the fast line. So you can get a few cars lined up, but the fastest line is going to take the most cars and the tightest pack. So right now, everyone gets lined back up towards the bottom as the one leads. Jason Papp takes it over. Brendan Wilson in that 501 finds himself pushing that one in second place. Greg McConey in that 12 machine. Coming around here in third with Ryan Decker in the 3, scored in fourth. Then you got the 25 of Brandon Lowe's in fifth place, and there's your 99 Ford shuffled back to sixth. Was our race leader till a few laps ago. The one gets a shove up to the lead. So everyone lined up, nose to tail, working that bottom side the fastest way around this 2.5 mile behemoth of a racetrack. High banks, high speeds, sometimes high tempers, sometimes we get a lot of carnage. A couple of wrecks here today, nothing too major. I wouldn't necessarily call them the big one just yet. We're only lap 30 of 100. We got a long way to go. I'm sure we will see some wild crashes. All these drivers have at least one fast repair to use, or not at least, I should say, one only fast repair to use. It being a super speedway, normally they don't have any. Saw the 12 machine get into an early wreck on lap 1, opted to not use that fast repair, got the damage fixed up. Currently running third, and as far as I can tell, still has that fast repair in his pocket, which is great to have here at a super speedway. Anything can happen. The wild card racetrack, heck of a way to start your season off, but a spectacle none the least. You guys have put on a great show so far. Jason Papp continues to lead. Brandon Wilson pushing him. That makes Jason Papp the highest mover of the race, up 19 spots. He actually started dead last in 20th. Worked his way up through the field, through a couple of cautions, stayed clean, and found himself here at the front. Big shout out to the one car. So if you're watching along here at home, give us a shout out in the chat if you want to let us know who you're rooting for, who you're putting your money on to win this opener. Season just getting underway here tonight for the Rowdy Energy Cup Series. Going to be an excited season that we'll bring you every Monday night here at 8 o'clock. Be sure to like and subscribe. Any of this action. Next week, these drivers will be bringing us some action from Auto Club. Oh, the 12's going to go around again. Doesn't go around, actually. Pardon me, I had to mute there. A little bit of a cough. Had to save that. See if we can get another look at kind of what happened there. Little sideways. It was actually on his own there. He'll get it straightened back out and come right back out on the track. Carefully, of course. But the 12 machine will hang on to that car and not lose it. Could have been a lot worse than it was. Luckily, they've got the pavement runoff area down. Got infield there. Caught some grass, like ice, definitely would be a lot worse. But as I was saying, these guys will take us to Auto Club Speedway, California next week. Sure to catch the action next week on Monday right here on ESPN. But 8:30 is live time. Okay. 20 drivers entered tonight's race. 20 drivers continue to roll. We'll be crossing into lap 35 when we get to the line. Jason Papp leading still. The 99 of James Lowe, we saw him dominant for the first quarter of this race. Finds himself now in 10th as he got shuffled back, working his way in the mid-pack there, trying to stay alive, be there at the end. Definitely want to keep your machine out towards the front here if you can, and avoid any of the big wrecks that may happen mid-pack, or even, I mean, even second place on back is in danger. But you know, I say that, and we saw the 12 machine, who actually was leading, got turned on what was essentially the start of lap 2. So no one's really safe here at Daytona. I mean, you could get wrecked leading, you could get wrecked at the end. You can get wrecked mid-pack, and it happens in a blink of an eye. But 36 laps in, not too many incidents here as of yet. A couple of decent wrecks, one happening right in front of the field, the 12 almost going over. Saw him again lose it a little bit on his own and catch the car as he falls back to 15th now. That's the 12 of Greg McConey. Really falling back, has lost the pack, the draft, so he's gonna need some help to get back up to speed here if he wants to stay in this thing. He's got some cars here with Nicholas Wing, Jovan Cherry, Mark McFadden catching up. They'll close that gap. They'll pick up the 12 and hopefully help him get back up to speed and help 12 to jump in that group and try to catch this lead back. Bring up our track map here and see just how far back and up the pace they are. As you can see, they're crossing the line now, and the pack just about coming to mid-back, led by Jason Papp in that one machine. Brandon Wilson, Nick Kessler are top 3. That 88 machine finding his way up now, breaking into the top 5 and back up into 3rd, which is one spot back from where he started as he gets shuffled now to 4th. The 67 making a little bit of a pass there on the top side. I think he's going to get some help from Connor Trafari, try to get that top side working. 3 cars is not going to be enough, though. As you see this bottom line with 6 or 7 cars, going to be a lot faster. But you see the 88 jumping up to the top now. That's Nick Kessler. He's going to try to get up front and take one away from the 1 car. 4 cars up top. They'll have to be a little bit tighter there to make that work. We did see it work early. This top line has been fast earlier on. But I don't think 4 cars is going to be enough to get going. Nick Kessler will lead down the backstretch. They'll dive down to the bottom. There's the 67 behind him. So the 88's going to lead one here as he'll get by the line unless that top side can form back up as they come out of 4. The 67 now jumps up to the top. He's going to try to lead this lap himself. Too close for us to call. Kessler scored as the leader right now. They came across the line door to door, the 67 up top. Kessler into the 1 of Jason Papp now on the bottom. The 1 will push the 88 along. That 67 of Joe Gauthier is going to try to make that. He's going to stay up top there, try to make that work with the 9 of Trafari. No, I'm sorry, that's the 27, Scotty Grove. Now Grove will jump to the bottom. So you got to have friends here. You can't run that top side by yourself, or even with one other car. Seems like that other car just waits for a moment and then gets down to wherever the fastest line is, which in this case, at the moment, is the bottom. We've seen the top side work. We've seen the bottom side work. It really is just whichever line's got the most cars in it is going to be the fastest. So, like that second pack of cars here, led by Nicholas Wing. Still not really catching up to the main pack. Greg McConey was able to pick up this pack, the small pack. So these 4 cars will ride around here as we run lap 40 of 100. Try to hang in here, see if they can make up time throughout this green flag run and maybe get off cycle on some pit strategy or something. But at the moment, they are definitely just hanging on to their race, seeing what they can make of it. Kessler, Papp, Wilson, Decker, and Sumner going to be our top 5. Safari, Grove, Lowe's, Adam, and Lowe going to round out the top 10. Anthony here, Newton, Giacchino. Yeah, it's hard to tell if that's Lacino. Yeah, I believe it's Lacino. My apologies, Nick Lacino. Joe Gauthier, Nicholas Wing, 13th, 14th, and 15th. Joe Von Cherry, Mark McFadden, Greg McConey, 16th, 17th, 18th. You got J.D. Woodward and Zach Swicegood, both multiple laps down, or Woodward's 1 lap down. Swicegood is about 8 laps down. But still out here running and looking to put some points on the books as they currently running their first race of the season. So, some of the drivers that are going to run the season aren't here, so even getting last place points here is going to be better than not being here and starting your season next week. The drivers you see here, most of these guys looking for points. Obviously, they're out here looking for a win first and foremost, but the names I'm seeing here are a lot of them are from last season and looking to get a good run at this second season. I say second season, at least second season with myself here and calling for ESPN. I don't know if this is what season they're in with the Rowdy Energy Cup Series, but this is my second season calling their races. Glad to bring you an opener here for you tonight. They got a packed schedule. If I'm not mistaken, they actually follow the real life Cup Series almost to a T. As our next few races here will be Auto Club, Las Vegas, Phoenix, Atlanta, and Circuit of the Americas. Richmond, Martinsville, Bristol Dirt, Talladega, Dover, Darlington, Kansas. Texas will be an all-star non-points race, so we've got tons of racing coming from these guys. Expect action all season long. As Nick Kessler continues to lead in that 88. Getting a shove there down the straight from Jason Papp. Brandon Wilson shuffles back to third here with that 3 of Ryan Decker pushing him. The 1 will just ride here in second place. Not going to push the issue too hard at lap 45 because he's got a long race to go. He knows he's got a fast car. Able to lead this thing. Really the best spot to be in my mind would be second place. For just about as long as you can until just about the last lap and try to make a big push for the lead. Of course, you can't stay down there in the 88th position on the bottom if second higher line got formed up and was coming to make that pass, you got to make that decision to jump up and make that block. But you know, if the 88 jumped up, I don't think I would hesitate to follow him up to the top as well and continue to push that leader until, like I said, that at least the last couple laps here and make a move to try to win this thing. But for right now, at lap 46, you're just riding, just trying to work your way to the end safely, keep your car clean, pick off laps until it really matters. These guys will definitely get shuffled up when we get into our last quarter of the race here. We're coming to about halfway, and everything's pretty much calm at the moment. We've seen some instances here throughout the night where some guys got pretty dicey, but just about everybody now single file, playing it safe. No one looking really to make any unnecessary moves. We've been green flag here for quite some time, getting a good run in. I would expect us to have to see some green flag stops here if it stays like this. And you know, strategy's definitely going through these guys' brains. They're talking about it with their crew chief and their teammates as well, figuring out when they're gonna come to pit road. You can't come alone here. Everybody knows that you need drafting help when it comes to Daytona. And especially so when you're coming down pit road. You don't want to come out of pit road and not have any help drafting. You're just going to be too slow to make up any ground and keep with the main pack here. Take a look at this second other pack. It looked like, yeah, Mark McFadden, that 5 machine's going to peel off on his own. We were just talking about how you don't want to do this. Probably forced to come down here. Might be low on fuel to risk it. So he's going to have to peel off from that 4-car group. Where I'm sure is if he could have, he would have stayed out there and had some drafting help when he got out of the pit. So we're starting to see some early strategy here with the 5 machine having to come down by himself. You'll see him come out just how much faster the rest of the cars are going to be going as he comes out on his own. He's got that pack now that he peeled off of. Nicholas Wing, Greg McConey, Jovan Cherry, JD Woodward's not with that pack, but those guys are going to catch him and probably actually pass him. See if the 5 can catch the tail end of that group. But they're going to be going substantially faster when they catch him. Five's going to come across the here. Rest of the field in the backstretch coming down. The 88 still leading. 1 car of Jason Papp. Keep an eye on this 3-car team as they catch the 5 here. The 5 came down pit road. Jump back up front here. Everybody's still single file. We get to about lap half, or not about halfway, lap 51 now as we cross halfway through this race. We're going to go ahead and jump side by side and take a quick commercial break. Won't miss any of that action. Get a look here from high up on the spotter stand. Across the way at the backstretch with Nick Kessler leading the way down it. Jason Papp, Brandon Wilson, top 3. Ryan Decker, Justin Sumner, Connor Trafari, top 6. Scotty Grove, Brandon Lowe's, Marcus Adam, James Lowe going to round out the top 10 here as we run lap 55 of 100. You're seeing all these drivers towards the front and just about actually throughout the whole field playing it safe, keeping it single file, just taking off laps. You know, there's been a few incidents here that everyone's just trying to calm down and get past them. We've been green for at least 30 laps here, and I could be remembering. But anyways, we've been clean and green for a good amount of time here. We're looking for green flag pit stops to commence rather soon. Strategy will certainly come into play if we've got a pit under green. You're gonna want to pit with a friend. Got some action here as some of these drivers are finally deciding to make a little move here, form a line up towards the top. Starting to get a little impatient, it seems. They were or not impatient. I think that's the wrong word. Not impatient. Just kind of getting bored with riding around the bottom there. Going to make something happen. See if they can make their way towards the front here before they've got to get a green flag pit stop in. Marcus Adams trying to lead that top line, like that backpack of Nicholas Wing, Greg McConey, and Jovan Cherry, all deciding to pit here together. All 3 cars in at the same time. We're side by side here towards the front for 3rd place. Marcus Adams getting a big push and a big amount of help there. Oh, Nick Kessler's gonna peel off. Jason Papp, Brandon Wilson as well. Joe Gauthier coming as well, all coming down pit road. Everyone gets in safely. Marcus Adams will find himself to the top. I think what we were seeing there, those 3 cars knew that they weren't going to be coming to pit road for a little bit. And I think they probably had some radio communications that some of these guys were going to be pitting. So you saw that line get formed up top. Those guys got around safely. Excellent execution there. Green flag stops for that pack. Marcus Adams, James Lowe, and Michael A. Anthony now are top 3. Lowe was dominant earlier on, leading the charge, taking the pole, and then leading the first quarter of this race. Looks like Adams, Lowe, Decker, Anthony, Trafari, Sumner, Grove, Newton, and Lacino all coming down the pit road right here. Everyone gets in safely. That'll leave Brandon Lowe out here, Brandon Lowe's in the 25. One of the 2 Canadians here in the race tonight. Wondering what happened there, if he meant to come down with those guys, but ended up not making it in, because you definitely don't want to stay out by yourself here at Daytona. Probably wasn't able to get it down or woed down and get into pit road, so he's going to have to stay out. That's going to cost him pretty big time. He's currently the leader, but he's going to have to come in and pit by himself. And that's going to cause a big problem for his race and his strategy, unless he's got someone on pit road that he can exit with here, which I don't. I think we've got 1 car getting some damage fixed up, and that's about it. But Marcus Adams will come around and assume the lead here in this 31 machine when he gets back to the line. 5 car of Mark McFadden out in front of him, but scored an 18th. Michael A. Anthony in that 8 car finds the 31 there, gives him a shove. Anthony scored as the 14 machine, but he's got an 8 on the car. Then the 99 of James Lowe will be currently scored 4th, but we got Brandon Lowe's shuffled back here. They come across the line. That'll put him back and put Marcus Adams, or should put Marcus Adams in the lead. '88 of Nick Kessler getting a big push from Jason Papp on that top side. They're going to reassume that lead that they had not too long ago. It looks like they're taking the 10 car with them. It's actually, I don't think that's that is, yeah, the 10 car of JD Woodward. It's actually scored in 19th, but rolling right behind the first and second place cars here. They're going to catch some lap traffic here. That's the 5 of Mark McFadden. Saw him peel off and pit on his own earlier than just about everybody else. Seemed like they were, that team was trying to get off a different strategy here, or just found themselves in a hole they couldn't fill, with the tank emptying faster than they could keep up with, so had to fill that tank up and get back out here, but currently scored 18th, 1 lap down. And Nick Kessler, Jason Papp going to be our leaders, and Brandon Lowe's going to be scored in the 3rd position. Jason Papp, of course, still our biggest mover of the race, up 18 spots. Papp started in the 20th position, makes his way through the entire field. Did see him lead a few laps, just about 10 or so. About 20 laps ago. Field will fall in again and try out some more single file safety racing here. That we saw those pit strategies play out, and everyone lined back up here. We'll go ahead and take you through the field. Nick Kessler in that 88 machine is going to continue to lead. Jason Papp is going to continue to push him. You definitely still want to be in the position that 1 machine is in, 2nd place. Brandon Lowe's in this 25 Ally Machines rolling 3rd. We have Marcus Adams in that 31 behind him in 4th. Michael A. Anthony's rolling 5th place right now. He's got that 99 of James Lowe behind him. We saw him lead some laps early on and took the pole. Justin Sumner in the 94 machines currently scored in the 7th position. Connor Trafari in the 9 machines going to find himself in 8th. 27 of Scotty Grove is rolling 9th. Joe Gauthier and the 67 Chevys going to round out our top 10. You got the 501 of Brandon Wilson just behind him in 11th. Quinn Newton's going to be scored 12th position in this 08. He's getting a big shove from another car who is not actually for position. Nick Licino here in the 16. Scored 13th. Joe Von Cherry in the 48. Going to hold on to 14th. Greg McConey right behind him in the 12 is holding on to 15th position. Nicholas Wing in the 90 got 16th. Ryan Decker in the 3 is holding on to 17th. JD Woodward in this 10 machine, mixing it up with the leaders here in 18th position. Mark McFadden in the 5 scored in 20th. Last but not least, Zach Swicegood, the 04 machine. Currently holding on to last place points. We're still out here mixing it up with the fellas. I'll take us through the field. 20 cars enter into this race tonight, and surprisingly enough, all 20 still out here running. No one calling it quits just yet. But it's good, about 8 laps down, but still out here running and having a great time. The 88 leading it. He's also having a great time. Jason Papp in that number 2 position, where I would love to be myself and ready to pounce and make that last lap move. We run lap 66 of 100. This one does start to dwindle down, but we do have a bit to go. I would expect that at about lap 75, see some of these guys really start to decide to make moves, trying to work their way towards the top. Some of these names buried toward the back here, like Connor Trafari, Gautier, Jovan Cherry, Greg McConey, a lot of these names from last season that are known to be fast. Just looking to make some moves here towards the end and make their way towards the front. Try to be there when the checkered flag does come out. So Kessler, Papp, Lowe's our top 3. Drivers continue to play the safe card, so to speak. Out here running around and ticking off these mid-race laps. All drivers come to pit lane at about 56, well, anywhere between lap 55 and 57. So about 10 laps ago. Caution's gonna come out. Nicholas Wing getting into trouble. 99 involved. 27 involved. 25 involved. Let's take a look at what happened. So here's Nicholas Wing in the 90 machine. This is where I'm getting a report here of an incident. Yeah, the 3 and the 90 are going to get into it here. 90 is going to wash back up the track, catch the outside wall. Also had some incident here as well. Other end of the track. Oh, okay. Oh! I see now what happened. So the 90 car here is going to come back out onto the track after... or not come back out on the track here. Gets into the wreck. The field is coming. JD Woodward specifically. He tries to gun it and get down to the bottom, and he's going to take out the leader there, and I didn't even realize that at first, but Nick Kessler was running in the first position, and the 90 guns it to try to get out of the way there, but is actually going to cause a bigger problem with the leader in the 88 of Nick Kessler. Come down and get some repairs done. Unfortunate, as a bunch of cars involved. James Lowe, Scotty Grove, JD Woodward, Nick Kessler. JD Woodward, we already said. Whole bunch of cars here. Everybody comes down pit road. McFadden was the one that stayed out here in this 5 machine. He'll come down the pit road now. So Nicholas Wing in that 90 machine gonna get into some trouble there. Two-car tandem team with Ryan Decker. Got a little squirrely, lost the car, caught the inside wall, and then in a move to try to get out of the way and down to the apron, spun the tires and ended up not moving quite fast enough. The leader, Nick Kessler, going to come out around and not have anywhere to go. Unfortunately, slammed right into JD, or not JD Whip, but slammed right into Nicholas Wing in that 90 car. Caused our third big one of the night. Well, I'll say that was a pretty big one. The other two weren't necessarily big ones, but so, caution here for one more time, or hopefully only one more time. Of course, it's Daytona. We'll probably have more to come. We're running lap 70 and 100. Deal. Back, green flag racing here for lap 71. Jason Papp gonna take us to it. Sumner up top in the 94 actually gets a pretty good start. They're still side by side as they go gears, getting into turn one. Sumner's gonna have a slight advantage, but that bottom side is gonna be just a little bit faster as the top side gets a little spread out. Third on back, third row. But they get it tightened back up, and we'll stay side by side as they come down the back stretch. They try to get it sorted out there at the front. The one gets shuffled back behind the 31 of Marcus Adams. He'll take the lead here at lap 71. Bottom side starting to get formed up a little better than the top. There'll be top three positions before we get side by side on fourth and fifth place there. That's Nick Lachino and Brandon Wilson door to door as top side gets shuffled back a little bit further now. Top four cars are nose to tail. Top five now. 6th, 7th, 8th, they're starting to form back up on that bottom side. I did say with about 75 to, or at lap 75, I was going to expect them to start getting dicey. We did have a caution that bunched them all back up, and now we're seeing two lines formed up. The top line's going to need some more help though. But I'm thinking at lap 73, some of these guys now, when we get to lap 75, in their head they got 25 to go. They're going to start making some moves. Then you're going to have a lot of other guys that and understand that this is Daytona and they've got, even with 25 laps, that's still a good ways to go. I would personally wait till 5 or 10 if I was going to make a move or if I was in a position to do so. I think lap 75 is still going to be a little bit early, but I do believe we'll have some guys deciding to try to make that top line work. Maybe give them something and try getting it formed up and solid and fast. See those two Ally cars working that top side. That's the 25 of Brandon Lowe's and the 48 of Jovan Cherry team cars. We saw them working earlier together and running some of the fastest laps of the race when they were hooked up together. So look for those two Ally cars together and fast. This top side is formed up now, so we're 2 by 2 for the lead again. That's the 48 of Jovan Cherry. If Lowe's can get this 3 car to jump down, and Ryan Decker, which I wouldn't be surprised if he did. That 25 is going to suck right back up to the 48. You guys are going to have go on your hands. But now the 25 comes down. The 48 will jump in front. That's a team car. The 25 will push the 48 to the lead here. That was a planned effort. They actually now will get spread out a little bit. It looked like the 25 was thinking about going to block, but that's going to leave him right in the middle. These guys are going to hang him out to dry. See you later, Brandon Lowe's. You're going to drop to the back as he continues to fall. He actually finds a place to settle in. Unfortunately for that team. I mean, the team's still doing all right with the 48 still up in front. I'm not sure what exactly happened there to the 25 or why he shuffled out like that. I think he may have had a big run and couldn't woe up and didn't want to run over his teammates. So had to jump out of line there and lift, and unfortunately it's going to cost him a good amount of position. Finally settles in back there in 12th. He will start to try and make his way back up there. Now he's going to have to be very smart about it and very careful. Got about 10 cars to get by. Jovan Cherry shuffles back now as the 67. Joe Gauthier is going to take the lead. Marcus Adam. Oh, caution's out again. Chino went around to see what happened. Come down and catch the 16. Alacino turn him around. Wondering now what. Keep our eyes on the 9. Might have been Swicegood there that got into the back of the 9. Oh, it was not. Wrongfully accused. Someone out there got into the back of the 9 of Trafari, turned him. Pacino does run under caution once again here. 24 laps to go. We'll jump side by side, pay some bills. Don't go away. Of course, you won't miss any. Just inside 25 laps to go here tonight. Rowdy Energy Cup Series season opener here at Daytona. 250 miles almost feet here. Not quite almost. We're getting there. Pretty exciting race so far. Good amount of cautions, but a lot of great racing. A lot of smart racing. Just some unfortunate moves out on the racetrack. Typical stuff. Daytona stuff. Joe Gauthier 67 machine currently leading this race. Marcus Adams second. Ryan Decker third. Shout out to Robbie out there in the chat. The only one really talking out there tonight. We're out there watching with Robbie. Shout out in the chat. Let us know who you're going to call for the end of this race as we're winding down here. Going to be one of these guys up front or back marker here with some better luck than the front runners. Seen some wild finishes at Daytona historically. And we always know there's always the opportunity here for a late race last lap wreck for a lead. So it could get messy. Stay tuned. At the end of this one, we'll get our top 3 drivers in the booth for their perspectives, get some interviews from them, so don't go away. 22 to go, 21 when we get to the line. Joe Gauthier in the 67 and Marcus Adams will take us to it. We'll see if we go green till the end, or if we get another yellow flag. We do have the opportunity for overtime here. We need green, white checkers to finish this one out. We'll get, I believe, 3 opportunities if needed. Don't believe we will. But of course, it's Daytona, and you never know. Sometimes you get a nice clean run in at the end. Time will tell here tonight for these Rowdy Energy Cup Series guys. Mixed pack up here towards the front. I'm looking at the 1 and the 99 though, back towards they're scored 5th and 6th. The 1 and the 99 are this Jason Papp and James Lowe. Both have led laps here tonight. The 99, of course, starting on the pole. Shout out to Decker. Got some fans in the chat. Thank you, Caitlin. Decker currently 3rd, poised in a great position to get a good finish here if he can stay clean, make a last lap move towards the end, running that 3 Oreo machine. Here we go, green flag back in the air. Marcus Adams, Joe Gauthier, the front runners, Joe Decker, Jovan Cherry, 3rd and 4th. Back underway. Speed. Door-to-door action as they come down the back stretch. Outside line from the 48, pushing the 31 of Marcus Adams. The 3 of Ryan Decker scored 2nd, giving that 67 machine a big push. Still holding on to that bottom line. I don't care what anybody says, that bottom line here is still the fastest, even if you get all the cars lined up at the top. Bottom line definitely still the fastest. It just matters of who's got the most at the bottom. So yeah, of course, if everybody lines up at the top. Here we go, the 67 hanging on to that bottom side. Trying to hold off Jason Papp, the 1 machine. Got the 3 pushing him, scored in 2nd. Michael A. Anthony's going to hold on to the 4th position right now in that 14 Ford. The 501 of Brandon Wilson going to round out your top 5 as that top line doesn't have a lot of momentum here or a lot of takers. We got 3 cars up at the top. Pretty much all the cars at the bottom though. 19 laps to go. Give you one more opportunity here before we finish this one up to go ahead and turn it up. Turn up the volumes at home and I will take a break from talking. saw just how big of a push Ryan Decker did to that leader. Joe Gauthier basically pushing that car right through his camera as the one now makes a move up towards the top. He's going to take the 501 with him. 17 to go. A little bit early for that move, I think. I don't know if it was forced or what, but they will come up and try to take the lead away from the 67. They got to get clear of him. The one's going to decide now to stay up or jump down. He'll continue to stay up top, and now, oh, he'll fake to the bottom. He's going to stay up top with the 501. That's Jason Papp, Brandon Wilson. Then now got another line coming up around the top as they jump to the bottom. The 8 and the 99. The 99 of James Lowe is scored up here in third, but the 8 machine, that's right, that's the actually the 14 of Michael A. Anthony. So Anthony's going to lead this here. Going to pull the 99 of James Lowe with him. That was our pole sitter. They're going to hang on to that top side and see if they can get a good enough run to drop down there to the bottom together. Oh, will Anthony lead James Lowe and take that top side? I don't know if I'd leave that 99 up the top by himself. He's probably going to end up with the lead if you do. So smart move here by the 8 machine of Anthony to stay up top and let that 99 push him up there. But that bottom line's getting a big shove again. The 1 and the 501 working really well together on that bottom side. I think Jason Papp might get the push here to the lead. Let's see where they end up coming across the line. Pretty much nose to nose there. Hard to tell who actually led that lap. They give it to Jason Papp. But then at the next scoring loop, Michael Davis scored in front. They are going back and forth between being the leader. 15 laps to go here as we're door to door. I think all that single file waiting to make any moves action is finally over. With these last 15 laps here, these guys are going to race it out to the end. The 1 and 501 are hooked up. Give them some breathing room getting into the corner, and then suck right back up to the bumper, coming back into the back stretch here. I'm sorry, coming down the front chute. We'll come across the line here. Looks like the 67 jumps out of line there. Decides to grab a side draft and come up in front of the 8 of Anthony. Anthony's going to say no way. They're going to split the C's here, and the 67 is going to fall to the clutches of that middle. He'll stay 3 wide. He'll continue to drop. No harm, no foul there for the rest of the drivers, but that 67 of Gauthier drops all the way back to the 15th position as Jason Papp continues to be scored. Our leader, Brandon Wilson, pushing him. Third place is side by side. That's Ryan Decker and Anthony in the 8 machine. As Anthony continues to make that top side work, definitely has what it takes to pull that top line along. So Anthony's going to probably try to keep his car up there as long as he can. He'll need some help. He's got it right now with the 99 low. I like what I'm seeing, the top side and the bottom side giving each other plenty of room in between. We've seen a couple of cars jump out in situations like this right to the middle and get, fall to the back pretty safely as both lines stayed spread out. And they're not, the top line is not crowding the bottom, which is great. These races are awesome. A lot of guys can go 2 and 3 wide, but the bottom side can be a little swirly. And if you're side drafting really aggressively throughout the whole race, the chances of a car at the bottom wobbling a little bit, tapping the outside car, and just completely ruining a bunch of people's races, whereas what you're seeing, you got a good sized gap between the top and bottom line, and they're not crowding the bottom, so it's a lot safer that way, and you get much cleaner racing, and these guys know what they're doing. Anthony gets a push all the way up to the lead. The 99 car is clear, but they're going to stay up top. Third place car there, the 31. Marcus Adams was going to look to make a move. Jumps to the bottom. But that line didn't quite go as quickly as he thought it was gonna. Stays up at the top, so currently scored third there. That's Marcus Adam I was talking about in the 31. Thought he would jump down, actually stayed up top. 11 to go. We'll have just 10 when we get to the line. Michael A. Anthony in that 8 machine currently scored as our leader. We got the pole sitter right behind him, just waiting for that 99 to make a move to the bottom. But that 99, I think he's going to wait as long as he possibly can. But we will definitely see some moves here. We're going to see some action. It looks like that bottom line not quite fast enough at the moment. That is the 12 of McConey leading that bottom side. So if they can get tightened up here, they might have a chance, but unfortunately not going to happen. Another car jumping down in front of McConey to see if he can help that bottom line work or get a little bit faster there. Currently that top side is where it's at. That's the 67 trying to make that bottom side work with the 12 of McConey there. Nose to tail trying to get a good push into the corner. Car's not quite staying tight enough on that bottom line to be fast enough to catch this top. The 10 to go here coming down the backstretch. They really got to get formed up and tightened up. It looks like Gauthier has got what they need in the 12 pushing, but right behind them, they really got to stay formed up. Get into that big 31 degree bank corner. Top side right up against the bottom side is slowly getting quicker, slowly gaining position here on that top row. They got the one there helping now, Jason Papp. Gordon 7th. We saw him lead a good amount of laps. Got a fast car. Always having to get it done on these super speedways. But now stuck behind a few cars on that bottom side. Door to door for the lead now. That's Anthony and the 67 Joe Gauthier again. The 99 and the 12 behind them, giving them a push. Car's getting shuffled up a bit as McConey finds himself towards the front, but now he'll get shuffled to the middle again. Second time that's happened as the 67 and the 8 split the seas on him. 12 will get a little bit of help in mid-pack. Let's see if they hold on to that 3 wide mid-pack. 12 trying to get down to the bottom. They're not going to be able to do it. Now he gets a space to jump in. Nope. Shuffles back up towards the middle here. It's going to cause some slower stuff towards the back. They really got to get that tightened up to make this to the end and have something for him. 7 to go. Anthony in that 8 machine still leading. He's up 15 spots from where he started. Leader and hard charger of the race. Let's see if he can hang on to that or if James Lowe in this 99's got some tricks up his sleeve. The 99, the 31, and the 48. Top 4, nose to tail. Then at about 5th place, you got Justin Sumner up top. Joe Gauthier in the bottom side trying to get caught up to the front runners. That bottom side has just not been fast enough all night long. The top side's been where it's been at. Even when you get 4 or 5 cars lined up tight on the bottom, they're not enough for the rest of the field when they're lined up at the top. You see that bottom line just not going at all. Top 7, 8, 9 cars. I'll try to get you an actual number here. Looks like the top 8 right up to Decker on the top side, faster than the bottom. A little bit different of what we're... Oh, trouble towards the back here. Gauthier 67 got a little squirrely and was able to save it, but up hitting here 8. Leave the 04. Yeah, you see right there, the 67 gets loose, and the 9, the 08. 04 of Zach Weisgood get into a little bit of trouble there. Looks like some of these guys gonna call it a night. Weisgood for sure. Already multiple laps down, gonna take his car to the hauler. 08 out here still rolling. May have a quick repair in his back pocket. But we'll have a green and white checkered, I believe, 3-lap shootout here to finish this one out. We'll jump real quick side by side and get one last commercial break in before the end of this one. Come back for full coverage till the end. Rowdy Energy Cup Series, Daytona. So with 3 to go here, Michael A. Anthony and that 8 machine, our hardest charger and our current race leader, is up 15 spots from where he started. James Lowe in that 99, our original pole sitter and dominant early on, first quarter of this race, gonna roll off second here. Marcus Adams in the 31 Ford is gonna start third or restart third. You're going to have the 48 of Jovan Cherry starting fourth, the outside of that second row. Justin Sumner in the 94 is going to restart fifth. Scotty Grove in the 27 Chevy is going to start sixth here. Ryan Decker in that 3 is going to roll off seventh with Mark McFadden outside of him starting in eighth. Brandon Lowe's will start ninth, and Nick Lucchino is going to roll off our top 10th position. Jason Papp's going to find himself back in the 11th position here. Pace lights will, pace lights will be off. We will have a green-white checker shootout here. If we make it to the white flag, the race will be over if we get another flag, meaning the caution. Hopefully we make it to the checkered flag, but if we get a yellow before the white flag comes out, then we will get another shot at a green-white checker. And another shot at an overtime shootout. So, will it be Anthony, Lowe, Adams, Cherry, Sumner, Grove, Decker, Lowe's, McFadden, all these guys up towards the front have a shot at it. I think a little bit of luck is going to have to come into play. And, you know, a little bit of hanging on, bare white-knuckled action. Let's see if the 99 can get it done and reclaim the lead here. Green flag will fly. Anthony gets a good start here. The 48 giving the 99 a good shove, though. Drivers will come up through the gears. We're going to let this action call. Bottom line's getting the big run. Top 3 cars down there. 99's going to get some help, and he's going to need it if he's going to catch back up as they come down the backstretch. That bottom, those 3 cars lined up at the bottom there got a real huge run. Such a huge run that Ryan Decker in the 3 almost lost that tug from them. Able to hang on to it, but the top 5 cars here now on the bottom. That 99 machine got shoved way back to 10th there. Oh, and he's actually going to get squirrely. Saves it back there. 99 did. They all still roll. White flag will fly. Next flag will end this one. Michael Anthony getting a big shove from the 31 of Adams. Adams going to make his move when the time is right. Going to give him a big old push down the backstretch. Let's see if these drivers can stay safe here as they all come down the backstretch. All eyes are on the top 2 positions here, the 8 and the 31. Marcus Adams just waiting to make a move. Ryan Decker 3 wide for 3rd place behind them. Take a quick look at that before we get to the end here. The front 2 cars spread out. Marcus Adams tries to make the move on the outside. And at the line, it's going to be hard to tell. They were nose to nose. We'll see what iRacing comes up with. It looks like 3rd place will go to Jason Papp. We can buy Ryan Decker 3 wide there right at the end. Stick with us, folks. We'll get our top 3 drivers in the booth once they get the official scoring sorted out. Currently looks like it's going to be Marcus Adams in the 31 coming away with the win. Michael Anthony scored 2nd. Jason Papp scored 3rd. Yeah, well, finishing P3 here at Daytona is definitely a good way to start that season. Hopefully, we get to talk to you again next week at California. But anyone you anyone you want to shout out to before we send you back? Gotta love that. Hi, Mom. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being one of our concurrent viewers throughout it. We had a good showing tonight. Well, Jason, congrats again. I'll go ahead and send you back, and we will definitely chat with you again. That was Jason Papp. Apologize for the muted microphone on my part. Still banging off the rust here up in the studio for these Rowdy Energy Cup Series, guys. So we're going to go ahead and grab our second place finisher here tonight. Michael Anthony running that 8 machine. Congrats on P2. How's that feel, my man? I'm sorry, Marcus. I got to throw you back here. Give me 1 second. Well, Michael Anthony running the 8 machine now that we grabbed the right guy. How's that feel, P2? Yeah, absolutely. That's definitely a good day, finishing 1-2 at Daytona for the season opener. It gives you a good little padding there for your team running into the second week of the season. But winning, sorry, teammate won. You grabbed second place. You guys were nose to tail there at the end. Any team orders there at the end, or was it just pretty much whoever gets there at the first wins it? Yeah. Yeah, I was telling Jason, you guys had, you probably could have you couldn't fit a piece of paper between your bumpers there on that last lap, and it showed. You guys pulled way away, and you left the third place in your dust. Absolutely. Congrats again on P2. Congrats on the 1-2 team win. That's huge. Anyone you want to give a shout out to before we send you back? Absolutely. Well, thanks for coming out here and giving us something to show. Congrats again on P2. We will hopefully get to talk to you again when we get to California. Right on. So that was our P2 finisher. Sorry about the confusion there. I accidentally grabbed our race winner. Race winner there being Marcus Adams. Sorry about that. At least it was a teammate. But congrats on the win. Yeah, we thought we weren't sure how that was going to play out, but you and your teammate were nose to tail glued together and were able to pull away from P3 there, giving yourselves the go-ahead to finish off strong. So congrats on that team finish. Good points buffer there for your team running into week 2. Anyone you want to give a shout out to, or anyone you want to say hello to? Oh, we got you. Rock and roll. Well, thank you again, Marcus, for joining us here for your post-race interview, and congrats again on the win. Hopefully we get a chance to talk to you again before the season's up. I love it. All right, Marcus, have a great night. Let our race winner, Marcus Adams, will go ahead now and pull up our race results as the season opener has come to an end. 20 drivers enter here tonight. All racers finish, with the exception of a few towards the back, a few laps down. But a great showing from all these guys, especially from Marcus Adams finishing the top spot. Michael Anthony, of course, his teammate in the 8 machine, winning second, or sorry, not winning, but taking the second place finish here tonight. Jason Papp, we heard from, third on the podium. Papp will be our hardest charger of the race, up 17 spots, starting from the back of this race, making it up to third. Also led some. Ryan Decker in the 3 is going to take the 4th spot here. And he'll have Jovan Cherry finishing behind him in 5th spot. Brandon Wilson is going to come across the line in 6th. Nick Lacino is going to finish 7th. Connor Trafari will finish 8th. Mark McFadden rolls across the line in that 5 machine in 9th. Scotty Grove to round out our top 10. Greg McConey's going to finish 11th. Quinn Newton's going to finish 12th. That'll put James Lowe in the 13th spot with Joe Gauthier in that 67, finishing 14th. Brandon Lowe's finishes 15th with Justin Sumner behind him in 16th. JD Woodward 17th. And the 18 machine of Zach Swicegood finding the 18th position. Nicholas Wing is going to find himself in the 19th spot, and Nick Kessler will come across the line he finishes in the 20th position, multiple laps down. That'll do it for the season opener at Daytona for the Rowdy Energy Cup Series here on the Esports Broadcasting Network. Thank you all for joining and sticking it out to the end. Big shout out to our live viewers. Be sure to like and subscribe our page and hit that notification button to get a ping every time we go live. Got great racing all throughout the night. So that'll do it for us. So for everybody back at ESBN Studios, great night watching.